Well, now, this is the end of week one. Been quite the test of patience. Right now, it's 53 degrees. Hello, girls. And it's threatening to rain. Supposed to be a high of 57 tomorrow. And 80% chance of rain. I had to pawn my $1,200 guitar today for $200 so I can get through the next week and fuel and hopefully food at this daytime gig, which I've been relegated to because of, well, I probably jumped the gun in coming up here. Spent a lot, way too much. Oh, James, if you only knew, I hear that like every other day. A few years back, I used to hear like 40 times a day when that movie came out. I'm just chilling right here in local little paradise of Naperville, right here. I don't know how far that is from you. This is my, I think, 5th summer here. But it's a little cold. I'm not sure how many people are going to come out. But, you know, hey, I got to put my effort in. Because I do want to eat this next week. I'm hoping to maybe 2 hours. I'm hoping to maybe within about 3 weeks rent a room somewhere. It's looking like I'm probably going to be up here until... There's a happy one right there. Probably going to be up here until about the 5th of July. Hopefully not. My target is $9,000 to $20,000, and as low as $5,000 to get my ice cream truck business going. But I do digress.
What?
Check out these fancy duds I got on. When I get a corduroy pants on too. I don't know what I'm doing out here. I must be out of my mind today. Oh, I am out of my mind today because I have like $200 to last possibly 2 weeks. I spent way too much money on that woman and her children and keeping her and them fed. And I decided on a whim to come up here. Yeah, man, they're nice. I'm missing a button on my... I need to learn how to sew or find buttons. I'm missing a button there and a pants button. Of course, there's 2 and a latch. Because they're really nice duds. I got them at... where did I get these at? I didn't buy those at... Brooks Brothers. I bought them at Men's Warehouse.
How are you doing? And she's like,
And, yeah, so they're worth keeping. They cost me $175 for the pants. I'm not going to throw them out over a button. And the belt covers the button up, so that's all that matters. It is a little bit more of a hassle to get them, you know, fastened. But other than that, waste not, want to not. I think this shirt cost me almost 2. No, this was an $85 shirt. It doesn't have cufflinks. I might try to convert it to cufflinks. But I do digress. Kind of slow today. Of course, it's still early in the night. I can't handle this. And plus I had to buy a heater, buddy, and I found out what the problem was. I wasn't tightening the bulk tube into the propane cylinder tight enough. That's why my other one wasn't working. But yet, All right, I've already opened the box. I already used it. I really don't see I have any right to take it back for a refund. As much as I could use the $185 right now. Plus, it puts off a lot more heat than the other one. Hello. And it's going to keep me a lot warmer, and from freezing. Uh, God, the first 3 nights I was here, I didn't really sleep. Couldn't get the heater to work. Was Yeah, I didn't have but enough fuel to get there and get here. Oh, I don't know where that is, sir. Out of all the towns I've been to here, this has been the best one to me. I'm actually saving my money to get my downtown Chicago permit versus everywhere else does not require an illegal and unconstitutional permit like Chicago does. But however, being in Chicago is so great to me, as in, hello girls, well over $1,000 days sometimes. And an average of $600 days. I don't mind getting the permit. It is well worth it. I'll make the $130 it's for 2 years. I'll make that in the first few hours of the first day I go there. I'm not really worried about it. I just have to survive until the kids get out of school, when it's going to be worth going there during the weekdays. This is my usual weekend spot. I love this spot. Actually, for weekends. Hi. Say hello. For weekends, this spot is a lot less hectic. Sometimes I actually don't even like to go to Chicago for like huge holidays, because like the 4th of July or New Year's, because, well, I will go there sometimes, but I'll leave like early before anything leaves. And also, if it gets to be too big of a crowd, it's not even worth it because of fear of getting trampled. If anything happens, any sort of disruption, I've just seen that I've been in 1 or 2 streets down there where there was 30 or 40 or 80,000 or 100,000 people all running in the same direction from fear of something happening in another area. And I'm not ever going to risk that again. Luckily, I was able to duck into an alleyway or a doorway, or I forget. It's happened several times. And it's just not worth it. As much as I would love to go down there and make $3,000 or $4,000 a day, if I'm dead, I can't make money the next day. So, if I'm dead, I can't make... Oh, sorry. I can laugh now, but it wasn't very funny when it was happening. It's actually had it happen to me in smaller towns too, when there were like huge crowds. And when some dumbass threw an M80 into the middle of a crowd. And yeah, it sent thousands of people running in the wrong direction, and I happened to be caught in the melee. Luckily, I found a phone pole to, kind of duck behind of and not get trampled. This can be a little bit dangerous too, but for the most part, I really don't have any worries. The weather is my only real enemy, and other balloon guys that don't know how to get along and work together, which is pretty strange for this area. And oddly enough, Chicago, all the other balloon artists get along together. We all know each other. We all respect each other's space. And where there's a space where there's just too popular not to respect each other's space, we work together. Like this old man Ray, he makes $1 and $2 balloons. I'll never do $1 and $2 balloons because in just a little bit more time, I can make a $6 balloon or an $8 balloon. And then the time that it takes him to make two $2 balloons, I can make one $12 balloon. So we'll work together. Him and what was this other guy? He's a bouncer at a bar. He's what was this big black guy? He's like 6'7". The first day I met him, I stood toe to toe with him and said, "You're not going to run me off." And then he respected me after that. He gave me street cred. They call him Fabulous or something. I used to know his real name. He doesn't really that very many people know his real name.
We're not going to ever do ice cream again. I don't think so. Isabella can't walk normal after having ice cream.
Anyhow, yeah. There's him. Let me see. Joe, my friend Joe. I worked with him for 10 summers here. 12. I forgot the last two. In 2012 and 2013. And shit, we even shared a place together. We lived together. Great guy. He's in not San Jose. He's in I know, right? I think that's a great cop out for the parent to say that, you know, we're not stopping there now. It's too cold for them to eat ice cream. But yeah, Joe, he's in San Diego, and along with a couple of human statues I know. There's a white man from Asheville and the fisherman, the brown fisherman statue from Asheville, North Carolina. And one of my childhood friends, Brian Eslick, has a mechanic shop there in San Diego. I would go there, except for I respect my friend Joe. I don't want to go there when, well, since he's been gone here. Last Sunday, instead of making 125 like I would sharing this time with him, Orale! I made 275 on my own. And then Saturday, the day before that, I made something like 316, or no, 350. Whereas with him, I would have made 180. I don't dislike the guy. I actually knew about this town before I brought him along. You know, I thought it'd be nice to him since, you know, we always work good together. And no, pace, no good deed goes unpunished. So I actually don't like that statement. I think I did really good solid by helping him out versus he was working in the Chili's in Berwyn, Illinois, and making like $80 a day. I mean, that's nowhere. So other than that, he used to come downtown and work with me in Chicago. We worked outside of Navy Pier, across from the Art Institute, by the Wrigley Building, in front of some Men's Warehouse. Hello, ladies. Right on Superior in Michigan. Or like even then working together, still easy $350, $400 a day. You know, that's owner operator money, and I don't have to risk my life on the road. I don't have to make a truck payment. I don't have to pay truck insurance. I don't have to pay bobtail insurance. I don't have to pay. It really is, sir. It really is. No, I have this plethora of balloons on my waist here. And I've been coming here long enough that people know that I make balloons. So yeah, it's pretty self-evident when you see a guy dressed like this with a thing of balloons. That they makes balloon animals. So no, I don't have a sign. Usually when it's a little bit busier there, I'll just take and tie like a Spider-Man, or you know, couple balloons there, a flower, you know, just a couple really popular ones. What's up, Robin? I'll tie like 3 or 4 to that. I have a bigger thing. I have a box. I made a box for this. It's about that high. I measured it so that it fits exactly through the smallest turnstile and the Chicago metro system in case I ever have to take the train to get there. So it'll fit through any of the portholes or man pass through areas on the train system to get there, on there or the metro. I like staying out in Naperville a lot, so I'll take the metro in. Sometimes I'll stay in a neighborhood inside Chicago, and I'll just take the train in and leave my car. Um, or I'll just drive my car in. I actually like driving my car in more than anything. Driving my car in is really... Yeah, Professor, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've been doing this for 26 years. There was one time I was making on a regular basis every week over $5,000 a week. Your bag's about to open. So yeah, and then it has, like say if this was a square box, it has one thing that I have here, and then I forgot to make them, but I'm going to make them soon. Same thing off the side that I can put, like, you know, I can make almost half of what I make and leave it on there so that when people are in a hurry, they can come just like, oh, I want that one. And say, you know, then the kid says, well, I want that one. Eventually I will, James. I've got many more priorities. So that I'll put examples out there. And then when the kid comes by and says he wants one, then the parents tries the lame ass excuse of saying we don't have time. I can say, well, you can have this one right here, and then I pop it off, pop it off, and I hand it to the kid, and then they hand me $5 or $7 or, you know, or whatever. The octopus people usually give me at least 12 for, and it takes me 2 minutes. That's executive type compensation. I've actually had a time where I made $10,000. It was actually $12,000 in 10 days. Hey, how we doing? Are we ready for a balloon?
Oh, we have to get to a party.
Oh.
Yep, we're going to the mom prom tonight.
What's the mom prom? Oh, okay. Have fun.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I think I could use some. Hold on. I think I might have something that might work like that. This thing right here. Okay, how does that work? Okay, so I think I would make you like a dog. First is the head. This is the ear holder. The side of the head. Thank you, James. Sometimes ingenuity needs a little inspiration.
I'll live a happy life and look at this guy.
Jaywalking? How come nobody ever K walks or L walks?
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Pretty good. What can I do for you today?
We need a birthday balloon for someone who's had an incredible birthday. Someone who runs fast.
Megan!
She's running down through there. Okay.
Well, I guess that balloon is floating away.
I'll make you the balloon. You can carry it to her. How about that?
That'll work. We'll do that.
She's not coming back. Yeah, she's gone. You lost
She has been thoroughly embarrassed.
Well, that's kind of the objective.
Megan's
Well, reminder, kind father, that
Yes, I'm father. We'll roll with that. She's been very
the
naughty.
closest head size to her.
Anya.
Okay. You two have equally been horrible to your mother.
Oh, yeah. None of us are really.
How old is the birthday girl?
16.
We're not leaving.
She's just standing in the corner.
That's why I do this, James. It's immensely humorous. I have fun all day, sir.
It's not going away.
This is how I make the curly one.
Every minute you go away, we buy more balloons. So how many do you want?
Here, step on that.
Me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I'm too pure for that.
Don't kill the puppy.
Oh, let me do it. Can I pop it? Jump on it.
Megan, I swear to God.
Oh, nicely.
Mazel tov.
I don't like any of you.
That is.
So what staycation are you standing out here?
It's Friday.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Casual Friday night.
This is my 5th summer here.
Really?
Where's home?
Wherever I want it to be.
It's gonna be in my car. My friends.
Good answer.
I live in North Carolina most of the time.
I love North
I'll
Carolina.
be going there soon.
My half
What
siblings
part?
live there.
Why would we're disrespectful?
There's a golf course called Salem Glen.
No.
Is it in Salem, North Carolina?
No, it's I forget the name of the town.
Tiger
But
Woods.
it's about an hour and a half from would it be Charlottesville?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I-77 South.
Okay.
I go down that a lot when I was driving a big truck.
She looks so angry.
Who turned 16?
Let's see. Not me.
Old woman.
Oh, that's priceless. Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Megan. Happy birthday to you.
You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
You guys are evil. Like all of you were. We're what? We're what? No wait, no more, no more.
Are you guys like doing Pokemon Go?
I got you.
Yeah, kinda.
We're just hugging.
Without the Pokemon. We're just going.
I literally zoomed. I ran so fast, and then I saw people I knew. I need a minute.
Megan, did that take you about 30 seconds to find someone that knows you?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I don't like it. It makes me really uncomfortable. I love this
You'll
so much.
like that later on. It's
Oh my
good.
god.
Yes, the coronation. It's the birthday coronation. Happy birthday, Scott. Yes,
I love it.
it is. Awesome. That's awesome.
It's so like any of you.
Oh, you got
All of you are evil.
I have no change.
All of
what
you
do
are
you usually?
evil.
5, 7, 20, whatever you think is worth.
Well, I think it's worth that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
My hair like really set, you know?
Happy birthday, Megan.
Looks amazing. Thank you.
Stay off the sidewalks in your car.
That's the way to stay well for you.
Oh, yes, sir.
Woohoo!
Oh, I've got my dinner money for tonight. I'm going to Las Tapatios and having a burrito. Yeah, professor, it's like that all day long when I'm busy. It keeps me young because I stay happy all day long. I stay happy. How about you? Okay, so we're in the middle of making you guys a balloon. Hey guys, how about the balloons?
Hi. We don't have any cash right now, but
Oh, that's okay. I'll make you one anyways.
oh, that's okay. Thank you.
All right, see you next time. See how I leave it open-ended? No pressure. I want them to come back. I don't make them feel bad for not getting a balloon because they will get one next time. I don't want to be the parent's enemy. You know, and then I also tell the kid to eat all their ice cream because they have to eat all the ice cream before they can get to the horrible vegetables. No, that's not what I do. That's reverse psychology. Be sure to eat all your vegetables so you can get to the ice cream. It's still a little cold after this. This latex doesn't really work very good in this temperature. I shouldn't be out here. I really need the money. There's the head of the dog. There's the body. Snake dog. Woof. 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 The front legs. Las piernas de la frente. Las piernas de atrás. Aquí tiene la cuello. Aquí son la cuello de ese animal. Para ponerlo una cuello. No comments, please. This one's going to be a girl dog. Luego vamos a hacer la nariz de su perro. Okay, 3 viewers and only 1 like. I don't need it. Go Cubbies!
That's right. We beat the Sox.
Didn't it used to be a Red Sox team?
Huh?
Didn't it used to be Red Sox? Black Sox, Red Sox?
Yep.
Almost there. Aquí vamos a hacer las orejas de su perro. Las orejas de su perro. Vamos a hacer la cola. Wow, it's really cold. I can't even talk. There you go. There's the big dog. I usually get about... It's usually about $7, and then I throw a leash in with it too. It's curious though, when the temperature goes up, this latex actually returns to a very good workable state. It's weak and brittle whenever it's cold like this.
People eat ice cream, it's cold out here.
I know, right?
Yeah, I need soup.
Somewhere I can get a nice matzo ball. Woof, 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 woof.
Like if you phrase it like this is for the children's benefit, which it totally is because
Take that home to somebody. It's free.
No thanks. We don't have any kids. Just us.
Well, you're just a kid yourself. I hope your leg gets better.
Oh, finally get one.
Oh, I do the grass, but see, I made one for you guys. What you've been asking. I'm gonna probably hang out here for another 30 minutes, and then go rest in the glorious heat in my poor man's RV. I am currently stealth camping in the back of my step van. Alright, been showering in the... Oh, you want to see a giraffe? Showering in the Anytime Fitness, because I pay for that. $47 a month. Okay, now we'll do a giraffe. Here. And my stuff that I don't need in my truck while I'm working stays in the storage area. So there's the ears, legs, los piernas de atrás. Órale, que nada. There's the basic part of it. That's what a lot of other balloon artists do, except for they just, they kind of like that. Huge difference here. I'm not your average balloon artist. An alcoholic hack on Michigan Avenue. Makes $2 balloons. It's not that all of $2 hacks on Michigan Avenue are alcoholics or homeless. Alright. This is the animal's muzzle. Into my secret compartment and grab the eyeball balloons. Get them down to size. And match them up a little bit. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love driving a big truck. I really do. It's just that the amount of compensation is not commensurate with the amount of risk and exposure I have out there. If I'm going to get killed, I'm not going to do it for any less than $5,000 a week. Which I can do doing this. I do truck driving because I like it. But I'm not going to do it for nothing either. Oh, Professor, I also MIG weld. I can TIG weld a little bit. I'm a diesel mechanic. I'm an auto mechanic. I can rebuild automatic transmissions. I do electrical work, carpentry, and plumbing too. And I do all of those things to a very high level of expertise. I'm not a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm a jack of many trades and master of many. This is the animal's horns. Robin, it's because I utilize my time very well. I never wasted my time in life. Education has always been my first and foremost thing. And I also, when I wanted to learn something, I got with the best of that person, that profession, and I kept my mouth shut and my ears open twice as often as I did open my mouth. Because God gave me 2 ears and a mouth for a reason. So I could listen twice as much as I talk. Even though I'm quite talkative at times. I am quite verbose. I speak 2 languages fluently, and I'm learning 5 other ones right now. Okay, and the belly button too. And that is usually $5. More often than not. Even when I don't even have to ask for the money, people automatically give me $5 for that. Because it's so much better than what the other guys do out here. And that's another reason why I come here, because nobody else knows about this town. Except for my buddy Joe. I'll never tell anybody else about this town again. Unless they don't do what I do. I will invite a face painter here, Robin. See? Anyhow. Back to the people watching for a little bit. And Robin, people do that. People give me exactly that. That's why sometimes I make over $800 a day, but on average, it's usually about $500 in a good town. $500 is a good three to $500 is a good average for a good town on a weekday in the season between March and September. And when I do good, I don't have to worry about working those other months because I'm quite fluid. And as you can see, the traffic is still kind of slow here. Hello, wonderful people.
See that like on TV, like it's so tall. This one just
And this town of 144,500 is quite well enough, more than affluent, to support me. That's why I keep coming back here. I love this little town. It reminds me of Asheville, North Carolina. I don't have to do as much, and I make a lot more. It's all about quality, not quantity. Look at your cars here. I think this is a Land Rover. GMC. See a lot of Ferraris here. Oh, it's a Ford Explorer. Denali. And my girlfriend, I don't know why I call her that, I just purchased one of those. She loves it. You got your tea shop, your women's type shopping place here. Wonderful ice cream, Lululemon, crappy ass Jimmy John's. It's one of my favorite sushi places right here. Used to be a gelato place right here, the grilled cheese place. Oh, Professor is because I love to be happy, and when people get my balloons, they get happy. That makes me happy. I love helping people, and I love making people happy. It's my job in life. It's not just my profession. Yeah. I'm going to try to stay out here till 8 o'clock. I don't know if I can make it or not. I mean, he's a bad man.
Bad man.
Bad man.
Nice guys finished last. Oh, it's like borderline unbearable. This is 53 degrees. It's untenable. Well, I made me some dinner money tonight, and hopefully I don't have to resort to other means to get my. Well, I have some beans and rice. That'll last me a few days. I don't know how much my fuel is going to cost me for these courier routes all week. The head supervisor, oh, by the way, I'm an independent contractor there. I'm not an employee. All they care is I get the packages there within a certain amount of time. I don't really have any real rules. I know this is unseasonably cold. I've actually been here this time of year many times before, and it's usually, yeah, I've never had to put heat on at night to be here. Even when I live in a house or an apartment or the hostel downtown. That's where I first stayed at when I came to Chicago in 2004. I quit I had a job in a circus that I went to, and I just got tired of it. I quit my job and threw a dart at a map, and it was Chicago, and I ended up here at the Taste of Chicago in 2004. And I had a bag of balloons, some clothes on my back, and by that I mean a duffel bag full of clothes. So I started making balloons. Was promptly arrested for not having a permit, and then by that point I'd already made enough money to pay for it to get myself inside the hostel and buy a permit the next day and buy some more balloons. And I've been coming back here ever since because I made $700 my first day here. By that I mean downtown Chicago in Grant Park. I love it. I can't say anything better about it. I'm sad that the Taste of Chicago is only 5 days versus the 10 glorious days it used to be, where I would make over nine to $12,000 or more in the span of 10 days. I really cannot say too much. And then you're surrounded by food from all over Chicagoland. Yeah, you have to get a permit in Chicago, Robin. It's $130 for every 2 years. I don't mind paying it. I'll make that back in the first few hours, or less. So it's not. I don't agree with the permit process in Chicago, but Chicago's not the kind of city like Asheville where you can fight the city over it and get. I actually was one of the people in Asheville, North Carolina, that got the permit process removed because of its unconstitutionality. It's a freedom of speech issue. But I do digress. Oh, somebody stepped on a duck. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
It's another wonderful day in paradise.
Yep.
So, we're looking at, what time is it here? That clock was always there, but Starbucks actually used to be in that building and that blue place. Yeah, I gave it a little toot. And there's the local Masonic temple. Oh. Grilled cheese sandwich company. I have never heard of a place that just makes grilled cheese sandwiches. That is amazing. Wow, 42 minutes, James. And with only 3 viewers. Imagine that. You know how verbose I am? I am quite the little chatterbox. I'm a freaking motor mouth. When I was a vendor at Ringling Brothers, that's all I did all day long was talk, and sell things. And that involved a lot of motivation to yeah, there's better places here in Naperville than that place for coffee. The place is just not that great. Ground score. Here, take the dog too.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, there you go. Seeing you happy is payment enough for me.
Aw, it's so nice. Thank you.
Now, what do you want to make a bet they come out here with money? I really don't care if they do or don't, because hey, if they don't, it's just advertising for me, and it cost me like, let's see, 5 balloons for the dog, 1, 2, 3 for the 8, 50 cents. So 50 cents worth of advertising right there, which potentially can bring me 4 or 5 more people. It could bring me 20 or 30 more dollars that people might not have bought the balloon if they hadn't seen one walking down the street and say, hey, where in God's green earth did you get that balloon? And people's like, oh, right back there. There's this awesome guy who makes them. And then people come over here and they buy a balloon. So even when I give away free balloons, I win. It only pays to be nice in this world. And that's why I am... Oh, Professor, sometimes the octopus costs me about 85 cents to make. And minimum, I get 10 or 12. I've had people give me $20 and $40 for them. Like sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. You should have went go-kart racing with me when you had the chance, Robin. Hello, wonderful people. See how cold it is here? Oh. And that's part of this business. That's why not just anybody can do it. I've only made $10 a day. I had to eat. I still had to pay for the fuel on my vehicle to get here. Luckily, parking is free. And yeah, well, it's a good store. And plus, this place brings a lot of people to this street. Every place on this street is really popular. Francesca's is very popular with the women, and that brings the kids. A lot about this business I learned from working circuses and ice shows. It's always be where mommy is, and where mommy is, the babies are there. You know, the babies will follow, and then babies wants a balloon. When I worked for Ringling, I learned to always put my stands next to a women's room, the women's restroom. For the same reason. I was always number one or number two in picking my spots. And even when I wasn't on my own, I had people that worked there for a lifetime. And their parents worked there for a lifetime before I knew them. And they gave me the secret inside knowledge of the buildings and the cities and how to pick spots. And this is just one of the many spots I have all over the nation. I'm just good at what I do. I try to be very good. Hello, people. How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Staying warm?
No.
I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Hot chocolate. I have multiple spots in New York City. I have multiple spots in Miami, Tulsa, Oklahoma. A few different suburbs around here I have spots in. I want the local gendarme. Oh, what were the other cities? Oh, too many to list. About 900 different cities I've worked in the United States and Canada. I've really not really wanted to go to Mexico. This doesn't seem like it'd be worth the time. I did find a vacation the other day that I might take in about a month. Or probably right as I leave this and transition into the ice cream truck. I might go to Mexico, Cancun. There's a special down there for $700 for 5 nights, flight included, in Cancun, all inclusive, all the alcohol you can drink and all the food you can eat. I mean, you can't get much better than that. No, you cannot. At least I don't think so. I mean, if you can, let me know. Because I'll jump on it. Of course, there's probably all the tourist knickknacks they want to sell you too that are highly inflated. Now look at this little guy right here. Yeah, this is not a balloon day. This is not a balloon making day. Hi guys. I'm Snapchatting.
You just took, what's the video for?
Oh, I'm talking to my friends.
Well, why are you taking video and picture of people?
It's part of my how do you say, it's a documentary. Hello. Why this place always closes early, I don't know. This place, oh, that's the one place I have always been curious about. It's only been there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And they always close early. I don't see how they do any business. Makes me think they're a front for something else. I don't know, but I do digress. Not my job to worry about it. This other place right here, they have huge concerts out back. Potter's Place is the place to be in Naperville. That woman would ask me what I'm filming, like if it's none of her business. Where are you at, Robin? Are you still in Colorado? Nope, no money, so no worries. I don't know why I try to placate her like that. You know, like as if making videos is illegal or anything. No expectation of privacy in public. Hey guys. The Edwardsville OC. Edwardsville, Indiana? That other trucker James that's on here, he was a Schneider driver. So you see the traffic I have here, even with 53-degree weather. True, not many people are buying, but Napervillians are a hearty crowd here. Down there is the cutest little pet store. They give your dog a free piece of rawhide every time you come here. Yeah, I try to be a little bit more diplomatic than that, James, because I want them to come back too. I don't want them to ever be able to badmouth me. I don't want anybody able to have bad words about me in their mouth. It helps me better like that in the long run. It's why I've been at places like this and I spilled my coffee and people that don't even know walk up to me and say, here's $7 or here's $5. Buy yourself another coffee. I'm like, dude, I spilled my own coffee. Why are you buying me a coffee? I don't even know you. Oh, because I see you giving people free balloons all the time and you're such a kind and gentle person. And so it comes back to me, man. I don't try to offend people. I keep my thoughts to myself for the most part. Yeah, I make some snide remarks every night. Later, Robin. I make some snide remarks every now and then, but it's only in a joking, friendly way. Anyhow, I do digress. I don't want to make James jealous at me because I could be on here for... Hi, yeah, sure.
Yay, thank you.